What we getting done today?
So this is going to be a lot. I want to do like a zero fade and then take off a lot of this top as well.
You want to go like halfway?
Half or three quarters.
Half or three quarters?
And I want to get rid of the beard.
Taking it off?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Dang, you've been growing it out for a minute. Yeah, do a skin fade on the sides?
Yes, please.
You want to do it just around the ear? You want to go mid, low, high?
I did mid.
Mid
Yeah,
skin fade?
good.
Okay. Take everything, or half of off the top, and
Yes.
take the beard off?
Please, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, so let's do it.
All right, cool. What's going on, YouTube? C-Dog Fades here from All City Cuts. You heard the consultation. You know what we're getting into. Right now, I'm just combing out the hair, trying to get my client ready. He's explaining to me right now what we got going on, which way he wears it. I'm just going to end up pinning it forward, though, and moving through the process. There's so many different ways to start a fade. It honestly doesn't matter which way you start. Just do the most efficient way possible. But on this channel, I'm going to be teaching you guys what I think is the most efficient way to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time. Right here, we're starting with the trimmer, just setting in our bottom guideline. We're doing a mid-skin fade, nothing crazy, nothing too high. Drop it in the back a little bit. On every one of my clients, I usually drop it in the back. Now we get it with the full shaver. So the full shaver is a tool that allows you to go from skin into your fade. This, on some people, you really need to use. On my client right here, he has extremely thick stubble, so of course I'm going to use this so I can get the best transition and possible look on my client. Now we're getting into the clipper work. So on all my fades, I usually start open to close, and I highly recommend that for any beginner starting out haircutting, because I would do close to open and all my fades will go super duper high. So I start with the blade open and I slowly work my way down. That's fading down. As you can see, the lever closed a little bit and I'm going slightly above the guideline I just created. Close it a little bit more and repeat the same steps. Guys, haircutting is not really that hard. As you can see right here, I already got my one guard in my hand, and then starting. So usually when I first started cutting hair, I used to start with the blade or the clipper open on the one guard, but I started using closed to open because I understand my guards and what lengths they leave on the head. Or you could go like understand them, meaning what colors they leave on the head. You got to know what guards do what, like shades of color, and what they do like lengthwise on someone. I like working in colors personally. It's just easier for me. Not everyone. Some people like working in lengths, but yeah. Now we grab the 1.5 guard open, and right on the top of his head, it's probably about like a 3 or 4. So I know exactly what I'm fading into, but we're going up, working our way all the way up the fade. Now we're grabbing the half guard halfway open. I use this guard mainly to detail. I usually don't use it as a step in one of my fades because I go one closed to one open, and that usually blends out anything from the blade open. You want to kind of just like play around with this guard, you know, use it open, close, whatever to get the full transition fully blended. You want to play around with it. I recommend always going close or open to close, not close to open, because then you'll bring the fade way too high. It's almost like idiot proof if you go open to close on any part of your fade. But once you start getting good at it, then you could just go open close with any guard because you know what it's going to do. Now right here we're getting into the lineup. Nothing crazy, not making it extremely sharp, but keeping it pretty natural. We're just tapping everything, tap and go. Get a nice little curve on there. I like my curves having a little hook on it. I don't really like the curves where they're like slanted real hard or anything, but kind of give a lineup that suits the client the best. Here's a tip for a lot of beginner barbers that I didn't really know when I first started. When you grab a different clipper than what you faded with to detail, it makes the blend come out so much better. I don't know what it is or what it does, but if you grab the other clipper and blend with it, it just blends together better. I don't know if it's because it's two different clippers or it's a mind thing, but as you can see right here, we're just detailing it. There's a slight line at the bottom of the fade. That line was not there until we lined it up. You want to get through your bulk work, line it up, and then detail after. Now for the final step on this side, we're going to finish off with clipper over comb. There's not enough of an amount where I could tell you how much to take off. It's almost like a feel thing, but a rule of thumb is you want to come straight off the head, and whatever sticks out of the comb is what you want to take off. And you want to feather it. You don't just want to chunk it, take off a big chunk, and then, because you can't put the hair back. If you feather it in, you could keep taking off more and more as you need. Another trick I always use is, you see me brushing up the hair, that gets all the loose hair out, and it also makes the hair lay down better to see what it actually looks like. Because if you're just cutting it, and then there's hair all in there and you don't know how it's actually going to lay, so I just brush against it, get all the loose hair out, and to see what it really looks like after I cut it. And of course, after you're done with everything, always make sure you clean off your canvas. 1, to make your client comfortable, and 2, to make sure you get all the excess hair off to see what you're either missing or what was covering up what is already done. Right here, I'm just detailing the lineup and everything. Nothing too crazy. Just making it a little sharper without the razor. Now we get into our razor work. To not cut people, I always used to cut people when I first started cutting hair. Always stretch the skin back behind, put your thumb behind the razor wherever you're going to use it, stretch the skin tight, and glide the razor. Use long, smooth strokes. Don't ever slice no one. Don't ever do bad. I used to cut people like crazy. But now, like we did on the other side, just continue the exact same steps. I'm going to pin up the hair. As you can see, I'm trying to see where to pin this up and what I want to leave down and what I want to bring up, because this side comes over all the way. It's not getting blended in. This side got to reach the other side, so it got to be longer. Not gonna lie, guys, I actually lied. This tutorial was filmed a while ago, but on this side, I'm going to do the opposite steps. Same system, just broke down differently. So we're going to be fading down completely. On the other side, I started with the trimmer, but this side, I'm going to start by debulking. I want to say that's my 3-guard. I haven't used those guards in a minute, but I used my 3-guard to debulk the whole side because he had a lot of hair. Yep, and now right under that 3-guard, I'm going to grab my 2-guard and debulk all that. So my panel is super clean, and I can see exactly what I'm doing when I fade. All right, guys, now I'm grabbing my trimmer, and we're going to debulk all the hair around the ear to start our mid-bald fade. Like I said before, haircutting is not hard at all. It's simple steps and systems to get you to where you want to be in the haircut. If you could perfect those steps and systems to the best of your ability and consistently, you will have a clientele. You will have a lot of people wanting a haircut from you because you can give a consistent, simple haircut to all kind of people. If you guys can guess the next step, I'll give you $5. Full shaver. Make sure when you use the full shaver, you're not running it all the way up to the trimmer line, because that is impossible to fade out. At the beginning of my career, I always used to struggle with that. You kind of want to do like a mini fade within the fade. I'll do better tutorials describing that in the future. But yeah, use that full shaver, not all the way up to the trimmer line, but damn near close enough. And now on this side of the fade, it should be all the exact same steps as I do on the other side. The only difference was I debulked before I started fading, which makes it 10 times easier. I just want to show you guys a different system on both sides, since I'm fading one side at a time on the head. And usually when I'm in the shop, I move way quicker and I do all around the head all at the same time. And I also fade in the beard when I'm doing this. But we're, like we said in the consultation, we are taking off his beard, so it's so pointless to fade it if we're already just taking it off, so might as well just keep it there. If you guys are enjoying this style of content, it would mean the world to me if you could like, comment, and subscribe. I answered all comments, so leave me a comment or two, and we could chat and see if you guys like these style of videos. I'm going to be dropping these kind of videos, tutorials, POV tutorials, and I'm going to be dropping all kind of barber education, like confidence videos, business side of things. If you hear my baby in the background, please don't mind. But yeah, I'm going to be dropping all that educational type of videos. So leave me a comment and like and stay around for the whole video. And guys, I'm also creating an ebook. So if you guys want to see that ebook, leave me a comment. I'll give a couple of you guys a free trial to the ebook. Or I'll just give out the ebook for free. That's what I mean. I'll literally give you guys a free ebook for the first couple who leave a comment on this video. The ebook is going to be mainly geared towards beginner barbers because it's going to be all the information I wish I had starting out compiled into one thing. So I'm excited to drop it though. Also guys, drop a comment how long y'all been cutting hair. I'm very interested in knowing. I'm going on my 7th year when I turn 23. Right now I'm on year 6. But yeah, drop that comment. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, a big cheat code for me earlier on that would help me so much when I was cutting from my house all by myself would be using the same fade system. I would change it up all the time, watch one video. Someone would literally ask me to give a haircut, say they want a high bald fade. I'm literally watching a YouTube video right before they come to my house on how to do a high bald fade. And I would watch so many different barbers. So I never really had like a consistent fade system until a couple years ago. So the main thing at the beginning of my career, which I wish I had, was a consistent fade system that works on every kind of hair type, texture. I don't deviate from it. It just works on everything. And now that I have that on year 6, if I had that year 1, I feel like a vet 10, 15 years in the game by now. Guys, as you can see, if you want to be a barber at this level, you have to have the detail work. Get through the foundation of that fade as fast as you possibly can, and then detail the living out of, you know what I mean? Just detail it. All the fade, how to get the crazy fade is how to get the sharp lines and blurriest fade. You have to detail. If you could use a straight razor really good year 1, 2, and 3, you'll retain so many more clients just because you use the straight razor. A lot of people our age and our era in 2025 do not use that straight razor. So if you could just offer people the straight razor off rip and get really good at that skill, you're gonna kill it. All right guys, now that the fade's all done, you wanna cut the top. In the consultation, me and him talking about cutting half of the length off the top. And before you cut the hair, you got to fully saturate the hair. If you have the hair fully saturated, not dripping like he's in the shower, but if you have it fully saturated, so you have it fully saturated so you could grip the hair. Dang. I know this talking and video might suck, but give me some slack. I will get better. If you want to grow with me on these videos, I would love you to stay, subscribe from day one. The content's going to get better, I promise. Once you fully saturate the hair, grab your clipper or grab your scissors and comb. And I usually do 3-4 sections going across and then I cross check it. Or with comb overs, I like to grab it from the front and trim the long side first because I want to maintain the most length there. If you cut too much length off of that, it's not going to comb over or comb diagonal back like the client wants. So all the principles are mainly the same when I cut hair on the top, but for comb overs and slickbacks and stuff, or diagonal slickbacks, I usually grab the long side first, trim it a little bit, because I'm truly not taking half off the whole thing. I am, but I'm not, because that hair still needs to be long enough to be able to comb diagonal back. Right here, as you can see, I have to re-wet the hair because it started to dry on me getting through all my scissor work. Everything's even. I just have to go back through and check it and cut that far side because it's still a little bit long and not connecting into the clipper work that we did on the bottom. And here we go, going all around the head, getting through the clipper over comb work. Now I wanted to talk about this side right here. So as you can see, I combed those long hairs all out the way. Those hairs on top need to come over. So you got to decide a point of entry where you have to have that long hair go over and what's going to get into the fade right there. And that's what I did. So then the fade blended into the top. Even though it's not blended, because when you comb it straight down over, it's going to flop. But that hair comes all the way across his head, so it is blended. All right, guys, the moment you all been waiting for. 3, 2, 1. That beard coming off, cuh. I ain't gonna lie, this dude looked completely different with no beard. This is my first time ever seeing him with no beard, so it kind of threw me off. When you do stuff with your clients like this, you gotta mess around with them. I did all kind of dumb shit with this. Like I said before, this video was filmed a really long time ago and my angles completely sucked. I do have new content I've been creating, and this is the old content I'm trying to get out there. So the angle and quality of the video will be 10 times better. So guys, my goal with this channel is to consistently post twice a week at the minimum. But if I can, I want to be able to post every day. I need to get a system. Like, I'm a system kind of guy, so I need a system for fading, for editing, for scheduling. Like, if I deteriorate off my schedule, I lose my mind. So I'm going to get a I'm going to get a schedule. My goal for a comfortable, consistent effort is twice a week. But if I can, I'm going to post like videos every day. And that just depends on my editing schedule. But yeah, not gonna lie, right now he does look like a fireman. But here is the befores man, looking like a mountain man. This guy's from Ireland and everything. He is one hairy dude. And here are the afters. If you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe. My ebook's coming out soon in the community. Stay tuned. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next video.